revisions to quotes and copies of existing quotes. Both of these are time-saving moves that are going to help you to be more efficient and productive in 360 and to help you get the most out of your system. So while both of these are similar to each other in the way you execute them in the system, I'm going to show them to you separately because they were in fact created to perform a different purpose and a different function entirely. So I will explain that as we go through. Let's get started. I'm going to start with creating a revision to an existing quote. So a revision is going to be, the best is to just show you. Let's say that I have quoted brand X here. I presented them with a quote for $690 for 2 job items here. And they call back and they say they want to see the same quote but only with one of the 2 items. It's the same body of work for the same customer at the same job site. It's a different option of the same quote that we've produced for them already. So instead of going in and creating a new quote and rewriting all the information, I'm going to go into the details here, and I'm going to go into my top right. See this pull down? And you're going to see some options. One of those is create a revision. So let's do that now. Let's create a revision to our quote. You'll see it's a one-step process. Just doing this creates this revision. On my job, I see quote test job rev 1. Okay? Now, right now, all this is a duplicate of the existing quote that I sent out. And the customer did, in fact, ask me to only do 1 item. So they want to get rid of the second item here. So I'm going to click on the X. Let's remove that item. As you can see, there's only 1 item. And now let's say in addition to that, because they are not doing the whole job, I'm going to increase this to $700. Still $50 in materials. $750 is my total. Okay. I've saved my quote now. I'm going to review and adjust just as a measure of good practice. I'm going to look, everything looks good. And voila, I've created my revision to my quote. Now from here I can go and email it to the customer as I did with my other, save it to my hard drive, anything that I want. In the system, I'll show you what happens. I go to my quotes dashboard and you'll see now at my brand X quote, see this little pen icon right here. And what this does is it stores versions within a single line here so that they're not using up a lot of your dashboard. So what you see here is the current version that I created. And then when I click on my pen, it's going to stack all the previous versions of this quote. So that means that you can have 4, 5, 6 different revisions of the same quote to the customer. Now why it's important to do a revision here is that the system actually makes sales projections. And so if you had 4 different quotes here listed times 750, that's going to inflate my projected sales cost or inflate the value of the quotes that I have in the system. So when you do it this way, it actually takes the most current, includes that in your projections, and keeps the other one handy here. Now this also means that even after you've done this, let's say the customer calls back and says, well, we want to go through your original quote. Well, that's not a problem. You just pull it up right there. And you have into it. And so there you are. That's how you create a revision. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to show you how to create a copy. Now where a copy is going to be helpful is, let's say a year from now, or you complete a big job, a big quote, it takes a long time to put together, and then a year later, another customer comes down the road and has a similar job. So to save time, I can go to an old quote and simply make a copy of it. Same pull down here. I have delete, create revision, and copy. In this case, I'm going to copy. So what's different here is that notice there's no revision. Got a job name here. I'm going to go to my quote. You'll see that it's created an entirely new item here. Here's one quote, Here's the one that I copied. It's created an entirely new job. I can go in here and change the customer now and just about anything that I want inside the quote. The reason I would create a copy again is so that I can save time in recreating documentation or quoting for any larger work that was done before. It's just meant to save you some time. You can have a new customer, a unique job name, and you can change some of the items. So it creates a starting place for you to get a running start instead of having to start all over from scratch. So that's how you create revisions and quotes. I hope you found this helpful. And again, good luck with quotes and good luck working with 360E. Thank you.